Hello! Today we're gonna review a game that was sent in by its Airstyle, who is a bronze free AD carry. In this game he's gonna be playing Jinx, who is also his most played. Uh, his win rate is not the best, but he's also very new to the game, and that is why we're gonna review the gameplay for him, so that he can improve the game. And now, the first thing that you always want to do in the early game is to look at the enemy's composition, and you also want to look at the summoner spells that he has, or sorry, that the lane opponents are gonna have. So right now you're gonna go up against a Caitlyn and a Blitzcrank, um, and we also see that Blitzcrank has exhaust, so he does not have the same kill pressure in lane because he doesn't have ignite. But that's why you need to you need to respect his exhaust a lot more, because if you go in for an all-in or you go in for a very risky all-in, he just plonks the exhaust on you, and it can really backfire a lot. So now we know that, of course. Also, we see that because it is a Blitzcrank, we know that they are probably gonna invade. So I would not recommend standing in this bush, because let's say Blitzcrank just walks into this bush, you guys run away, of course. But if he keeps walking, he will actually spot you, and he can flash hook you, and that means that you will have to use one of your summoner spells. And as an AD carry, your defensive summoner spells are really huge, because you're very easy to kill in the early game.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But it does not seem like they are gonna
A
invade.
summoner has reconnected. Minions have spawned.
Lucky this time, I would say. I think it's good that you scout, of course, but still don't like standing in that bush. Okay, also, I just want to point this out real quick. Because you're bronze, the main thing, I can tell you already what the biggest problem is, and that is that you are probably gonna fail in CSing, and you're probably gonna fail in basic things like map awareness, and also basic matchup, um, basic matchup like skills, so to say, knowing what to do inside of matchups, etc. Those are the three things that I see bronze players lacking, and the biggest and easiest thing that you can actually improve on is your CSing. But we will see, maybe you're an exception, but about 95% of bronze players are bad at CSing, and that is one of the biggest reasons why they're still stuck in bronze. But we will see here. Once again, this is a matchup error that I think you're doing, and that is that you don't really push up the minion waves. Now, this goes for every single matchup in the bottom lane. It doesn't really matter who you're up against, but you always want to push the first waves that is coming in, so you can hit level 2 first and punish the enemies for, yeah, just punish the enemies because they didn't push the wave, essentially. Because level 2 is the biggest power spike, sorry, is the biggest power spike that you will ever get in the entire game. Okay? So now you might ask, okay, when do I know when I hit level 2, for example? Then the answer is very simple. You kill one entire wave of 6 minions, the first wave, and then you kill these three, the three melee minions. When you do that, you will hit level 2, and right as the last minion is about to die, you walk forward, and you punish the enemy for not respecting your level 2, and you can get in a lot of free damage, and even sometimes a kill. Very easily a kill. Right now you are trying to last hit. You do actually hit level 2 before them, so here I would strongly recommend you to go aggressive, because you have a very big power spike, and you're a lot stronger than they are right now. Even though you need to respect the Blitzcrank hook, it doesn't really matter because he doesn't have the knock-up, so if he hooks you in, that's actually good, because you can still get a lot of damage off. Let's see, you still haven't leveled up a ability, which I find very weird. We'll see. I would say getting E in this matchup is the best option, because if Blitzcrank goes aggressive, you just throw the E on top of him and punish him for, yeah, as I said, going aggressive. Oh yeah, another thing that I forgot to tell you. Because bot lane was late into lane, as per you, we are very positive that the enemy junglers started bottom side. So right now we can probably guess that he is on the top side because around 3 minutes they start doing the red buff. Around 3 minutes. So once again, we know that the jungler isn't here, which means that you can probably go aggressive. Now, why I say probably is because there are junglers that actually do very cheesy things or very different things. So it's not 100% sure that they are actually um, at the top side of the jungle. But we can make a very qualified guess that they are top, I would say. Okay. Good. Not sure why Blitzcrank didn't hook there. I think you made a positional error right there. Sorry, can't speak today. As we see here, the Blitzcrank wants to go aggressive on you. Let's see. Yeah, you do have the jumpers. So what I would like you to do right here is to actually go forward, punish his bad positioning, throw out the E on top of him, but you want to stay inside these these ranged creeps, so that he can't land a hook on you. But go forward, throw out E on top of him, and punish him for going aggressive. Don't be too scared of the Blitzcrank. I think it's good that you respect the Blitzcrank hook, but don't just stare blindly at it like, oh shit, it's gonna hook me, I'm gonna die. Instead, look at it as an opportunity to deal damage to him instead. Oh shit. Okay. Seems like Crash got hooked. Okay, so right now you're alone in lane, which means that you should probably play carefully. Okay, that flash could have easily been avoided. You didn't really, right there you didn't respect the Blitzcrank hook, which I find very weird, because you're alone in lane, so you don't have any support. So here you should really respect the Blitzcrank hook and just stay at your tower. So once again, that flash could have been avoided. Ooh, that was close. Another thing that I've noticed is that you haven't used a ward yet. I think the gank is coming in here, but I'm not sure. You haven't used your ward this entire game. And I just want to say it like this. Your ward is essentially wall hack. Use it. Your wards are the most OP item in this game. And you need to abuse that because they are really good. And I know that you have 2 stacks right now because you haven't used it once this game. And right now you are doing a fight uh, blindly. You don't have any vision. So that is why I'm suspecting the enemy Hecarim to come in, because these guys went aggressive at a very weird time. You know, you're very close to your tower. You're very close to your tower, and going aggressive here is suboptimal for them. But I'm suspecting that Hecarim is coming in right now. Okay, yeah, he was here. Once again, they went aggressive at a weird spot, so you can almost suspect again coming in. Okay, good. Ah! Another big mistake here. I was just about to compliment you for this ward. This ward is good. Hecarim just came into your lane. They know your flash is down from earlier. He's probably gonna come again. This is a good ward, especially because you're pushed into your tower. This ward will help you see if they decide to dive you, which is very easily done when they have a Lissandra. Now, I don't think bronze players actually do those kinds of dives, but I mean, it is still a good ward overall, okay? I compliment you for that. But right here, you see that Blitzcrank wanna go for the hook, because he's positioning himself to do it. But you don't respect it. So there are 2 things you can actually do here. The safest way to do it is you walk around here, and come back into lane. Like, this is a zero risk play. Going around the wall and back into lane. Zero risk. The other very risky thing that you can do is you can actually bait the hook by going forward. Like, pretending that you're gonna go back into lane, but then you dodge, like, you walk upwards in the last second to dodge the hook. This is a very risky thing that you can do, but it is still relatively easy to pull off. Okay? But you don't do any of that, and you get hook for free. So you don't really respect the Blitzcrank hook there. And you take a lot of damage for it. I think they could have actually killed you right there if Caitlyn would have placed the trap a little better. Okay. Echo is gonna come in for the gank, so right here you need to go aggressive. Which you don't. Still kill her, wow, okay. Let's just watch the entire fight. Use choppers. Yeah, there you use choppers. Okay, let's go back. This was a very weird fight from your side. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed was that you did not go aggressive with Thresh. Right here, you need to go aggressive because the gank is coming in, and you need to use your chompers, like your E, to CC them down so that the gank will be cleaner, so to say. But right here, you're standing very far behind and you can't really deal damage from this distance. So pay attention to the map and see if your jungler is coming in for a gank so you can try to kill the enemy laners more easily. Get the kill, that's good. Now, speaking of chompers, now your chompers should still be on cooldown because you should have used them earlier, but here I really don't understand why you don't use your E. Like, Hecarim is able to escape because you didn't really use your abilities in this situation. You still have W up and you still have your E up. But, I mean, imagine using your E right there to disable Hecarim's escape path and making it harder for him to escape. But you're very... I don't know really why you don't use your E right there. It would have been a free kill. The second thing that you actually do wrong here, I think, is... Look at this. These guys are low. But you turn to kill the creeps instead, and then you throw the chompers here. There's no pressure on top of you, so these chompers are bad to say the least. Sorry for being very harsh, but they are. No need to put down your chompers when there's no pressure on top of you. Plus, you can actually help Echo here killing these two. Sure, you are relatively low on mana and you're relatively low on health, but look at... I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Look how much Echo is gonna take here. He takes the Q, and I think Lissandra used a W here as well. She doesn't use it here, so my guess is that she did use it. And she also used her E to get into the fight, so there's no way they're gonna get close to you. Plus, Blitzcrank is There's no way they're gonna get to you unless they flash on top of you. And even if they do flash, I don't think they have the resources to kill you. So there really is no threat to you at all. You're relatively healthy for this fight. So I don't really understand why you're so afraid to go in here, because you could have killed them both there, I think. Oh. And this is a bad recall in my opinion. Because this entire wave is gonna push into your tower and it's gonna die. And you get 0 gold for it, you get absolutely nothing. Which I think is bad. In this situation, you wanna push up the minion wave because the enemy laners are dead. Okay? The opponent lane is dead. So you actually have an opportunity to push up the wave, get all of that gold and all of that experience. So right now we should actually be at like maybe 50 CS instead of 38. Just because of that poor recall timing, it would have been looking so much better. Okay? Next thing, there's a lot of things in this review, is your item choice. Attack speed, in my opinion, is a better first buy rather than the Infinite Edge, okay? Every single Diamond Jinx that I have played with has built Hurricane first and then into Infinite Edge, and then building accordingly how the game looks. But the two core items are first Hurricane, then Infinite Edge. Okay? And not Infinite Edge first. You can, if you're far ahead, you can buy the BF Sword, just a component of just a component to Infinite Edge, like the BF Sword, and then you build into Hurricane for that extra damage. But only if you're far ahead. Only if you're far ahead. Okay, that was good. You respected the hook right there. I think good. You and Caitlyn are even in items. She is actually she is actually a little bit further ahead. Like, you are very even in gold, but she has the dagger instead of boots, meaning that she has actually more damage than you. With the boots, you have a better opportunity to dodge the Blitzcrank hooks, though. So I think the buy is correct, but you need to respect that she might have more damage than you have. I'm saying might because it depends how you trade. Once again, it's blind. You're pushing blindly. Never push blindly. Okay, you do see Hecarim top lane though, so this is fine. But right here, look at this. Lissandra was mid. I think it was maybe 20 seconds ago. Well, not really 20 seconds, but she is missing right now though. She has not been in lane for quite some time. So you need to respect this. Okay, you're pushing blindly with an enemy mid laner missing. I can almost bet that she's gonna come in bot lane. Okay, yeah, there she is. Once again, pay attention to the map. Try and see not only your jungler, but also the opponent. The opponent jungler, the opponent mid laner, if they decide to roam, and even the opponent top laner might do like a cheeky roam bot lane. Because no one really expects the top lane to come down bot lane. But you need to look at the minimap to get all of that information, okay? So the gank was relatively obvious, and once again, you're not using your warding trinket. That is a very easy mistake to fix, but it will definitely help you so much more. It will definitely reduce your deaths at least. Two of your deaths could have been. Oh, sorry, you haven't died twice yet. But one of your deaths could have been avoided by warding, which is pretty big. Now, remember what I talked about at the start of the video? About CSing? Your CSing has been bad so far. Once again, sorry for being harsh, but that is something that you need to improve on. And by the end of the video, I will give you a summary, and I'll also give you some exercises that you can do to improve in these areas. Okay, fight is happening. Okay, let's go back. So right here, these guys are low and they're trying to go for fight. Slow down. Battle by okay. You moved very late. But at the same time, this was a very bad fight from the get-go. Oh. This fight was not your fault. This was your teammates' fault. They did a very bad fight in the river. But I really don't understand why you go back to them when there is really nothing you can do. You're behind on items. Right now you're actually behind compared to Caitlyn. Because she has the Infinite Edge, so you have like only the components to Infinite Edge, okay? So you're behind the enemy carry. Your teammates were low, or at least Lee Sin was low. He was below half HP. They are full health, they're collapsing on top of them. That was a very bad fight, but you should not have been there at all. Okay? You should have just left them to die. Push up this wave so that they lose golden experience. Because that is really the only thing you can do in that scenario. The other thing that you could have done was to ping them, of course. Stop them from doing that bad fight. Okay? Control your teammates, use their pings, they are very powerful in this game. Very powerful. People in bronze listen to pings because they are essentially helpless chickens running around the map. Okay? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Looks actually pretty good. Let's see that again. Okay. Alright, you see that Lysandra is moving down, but you did see the enemy AD carry and like the rest of their team moving here, suggesting a gank. Let's see here what happens. See an opportunity to catch Lysandra. She jumps over the wall here. Honestly, this is actually a very tricky one, I would say. Now, you can look at her items, and the first thing you can say is that she's fed. She's gonna one-shot you. But this is still a very good play from you. I really do respect that. I think this is correct of you to walk up and try to catch her off guard. But do you know what you should have done here? Was not to auto attack, but to use your E to stop her from recasting her E. Okay? Use your E to seize her down, okay? I have seen you use your E very little this game. I'm gonna point that out in the summary at the end of the video. Then this flash is very unexpected. There's not much you can do in this scenario, but once again, it could have been avoided. But I still respect the play that you made. Try and catch her off guard. I really do respect that. Don't be afraid to test the borders. This game's looking a bit grim. Your Syndra is doing okay. You did do okay. Lee Sin is not doing so high. Looking for the fight. Okay, so here we go. Team fights. You did point this out. Okay, I can see one mistake instantly. You did point out in the comment on Reddit that team fights was a... from the comment at least, I could take that team fighting was not your best aspect, so to say. It was not your best skill. So let's look into it. Alright, first thing first. You did not throw out your E once again. So Lysandra is standing still because she is in her ultimate state, okay? She is in a frozen tomb, just chilling around. Use your E on top of her so that once she comes out of her safe zone, she is stunned, or not stunned, but she's snared down. And you can get free damage on top of her. Plus, I believe if they haven't nerfed it, I did not watch... I did not read these patch notes yet, for 6.21. But it does give you armor penetration, I believe, from the jumper, so you will actually deal a lot more damage. But I need to read up on that. That is, I think this is good working from you when you kill this guy. It wasn't perfectly executed, but it was okay. That good boy. Never stand still in auto attack. Let's watch that again. Okay. Again, auto attacked. That's good. I think that was good positioning from you, by the way. I think that was totally good. You respect the Lysandra damage. This is bad. This is bad. Never stand still and auto attack. Try to move around, because you could have actually dodged. Oh wait, was it a W that killed you right there? Sorry, I have to watch again. That is also a very good one. I just have to watch this again. Look at this. You respect the damage, that's good. Here. Yeah, okay. First of all, you can dodge the Q by moving around, trying to dodge her skills, okay? Or walk around her. Second thing, move out of her W range. I did not see that from the get-go, but move away from her, kite her. Make it hard for them to kill you, essentially. Okay, so this game looks very lost. I will look at like 1 more minute, at least. Let's see here. seems like you're building Hurricane now. That's once again you're doing this blindly. No wards. I think you just bought the blue trinket though. So you might be on cooldown, but still no wards. This is dangerous. So run, run, run. Good. Oh, Fresh got red. Holy shit. Let's slow down here. Oh god, let's look at that. You got one-shotted. Alright. Here you don't respect the Lissandra. Let's see that again. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, so you guys are 3. And you can see the other 2 guys on the map. So this is a 3-on-3, which is like, it's okay. This is okay odds. Okay? But you need to remember that your Echo is not doing too hypey. And your Sport is not... He hasn't completed an item yet, except for Sightstone. And you are trailing behind the Caitlyn as well. Okay, so all 3 of you are behind. Next thing is that the initial part of the fight is bad from you guys, okay? So both Echo and Thresh are below half HP, and these guys are full HP. Not Blitzcrank, but almost, okay? So this is a bad fight from the start. Next thing that happens, look at this. You see the Lissandra E come out, but you don't move at all. You throw the W instead. Respect the enemy's gap closers. Okay? At all times. Always respect them. So what ends up happening is Lissandra gets a good W off and insta-gip to you. Okay? Always respect the gap closers. Okay, so this game is over. I'm gonna quit the game, and I will give you a quick summary of what I think can be improved. I have prepared a... Oh. I have prepared a paint document. Let's gonna see so it still records. Yes. Okay, number 1. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write prio first. These are the things that I want you to prioritize on. These are the things that you need to improve on first, so to say. And the first thing is your CSing. This is, once again, the easiest thing to improve. All you have to do is go into a custom game and CS for 10 minutes, okay? Start off by using abilities, just pushing wave after wave, but you still CS, okay? You still go for farm. Then you can go for last hits. Only last hits, okay? Then you can try to only do last hits with no items and masteries. And you just do it, repeat, repeat, repeat. Do it as a warm-up. I will write that for you. Do it as a warm-up before your first game of the day, okay? It will also improve your the quality of your games, so to say. So do a warm-up by going into a game, CS for 10 minutes, load a game, bam. Rinse, repeat. Second thing, wards. You didn't use your trinket. I think you used your trinket twice or 3 times maybe. I don't know. But you use it way too little. Abuse your free wards and buy pinks. Even though you're AD carry, buy pinks. Because pinks are OP as well. All wards are OP. Next thing was, let's see here. I should have kept notes of this. But the other thing that you did wrong, or badly, was you didn't respect gap closers. Okay? You did not respect the... I'm thinking about the laning phase with Blitzcrank Hook, and I'm also thinking about that last thing about Lissandra E, okay? Respect gap closers and abilities that has some sort of aspect to get close to you, okay? Always respect that. Okay, so once again, these are the things that I want you to prioritize on. These are like things that you can think about, but they are not very... this is not something that you should focus on right now. Next, let's see here. The fourth thing that I wanted to think about is... Oh yeah. Map awareness. This should almost go into Prio, but I want you to improve on maximum of two things at a time. One big thing and one small thing. The big thing right now is your CSing, the small thing is your wards. Okay? Map awareness comes after you learn to CS effectively. So map awareness is something that you definitely need to improve on, and you can do that actually while in a custom game and you go for that CS warm up. You search on YouTube, okay? Search on YouTube for map awareness. Okay, so this is map awareness, uh, exercise or training. Okay, you search for that on YouTube, and it will give you a video that plays a beeping sound every 4th second, I believe it is. Every time that beeping, you hear that beeping sound, you look at your map. Do that while CSing, but don't do it initially. Do it after you learn to CS effectively, and then you can implement this into this. Okay, comes afterwards. Fifth thing, items. I want you to go to champion.gg and look up the champions that you're gonna play. Because right there you will see, I think it is platinum players above and what they build most frequently, and also what has the highest win rate and everything. And copy that, okay? Once again, I have not yet seen a single Jinx in my elo rushing Infinite Edge. They always go Hurricane first and then into the Infinite Edge. Okay? Um, I think that is the major things. Oh yeah, sixth thing. Actually, there's a seventh thing, sorry. Okay, sixth thing, you were too afraid. These are the last things. But you're way too afraid. You were staying at your tower when your jungler ganked. Uh, you respected, sometimes you respected the enemy too much. And I'm thinking mostly about that river fight, where, let's see, where Echo ganked initially, you killed Caitlyn, I think Hecarim comes in afterwards, and you have like a really good opportunity to ace, or not ace them, but get 4 kills even. Okay? Or was it 4? I think it was 3, but anyways, don't be so afraid. Seventh thing is, um, oh yeah, use abilities. You did not use your abilities effectively. Okay? Use your abilities when there's an opportunity. Okay? You did not use your jumpers very effectively on Jinx. And I'm pointing it out multiple times in the video. So from this video, this is what I got at least. Once again, focus on CSing and also try to remember to ward a lot more in your lane. These are things that you can think about, but is not critical as of now. So once again, just focus on CSing and wards. And I would like to thank you for sending in your replay. I'm very happy to get any sort of content at all. And I wish you a very good day.